What is up, guys? It's Jared back with another video. Sorry it's been a while. Today's video, I am replacing a whole bunch of front suspension components. Okay, not actually front suspension components, steering components. So I've got to do tie rods today, some sway bar bushings, and this guy's trying to drive off the road. Jeez. So sway bar bushings, sway bar links, and tie rods, inner and outer. Man, they don't even know where they're going. Anyways, you might ask, Jared, you're not a licensed mechanic. Do you know how to do tie rods? Not 100%. I did a lot of research, a lot of looking up on YouTube, and I feel like I can do it. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Today's gonna be the day. Stick around. So the first thing you want to do before doing any job on your car is making sure you have all the parts, tools needed before you do said project. So I don't know if you can see in the back, I've got my toolboxes, my floor jack, and as I was looking for my PB blaster, I don't have any. So I gotta go get some. So I gotta go pick up PB blaster, and then it's back to the house and put the car up on checks, take the wheels off, take the tie rods off, put new tie rods in, put the wheels back on. Hopefully everything is aligned correctly. That's the job. Got my PB blaster. We are set to go. And let's do this thing. I don't know if I'm gonna cue music or not, but if I am, cue the music. Alrighty, we are back at the compound, or whatever you want to call it. Good to go. I got my PB blaster. Got all my tools I think that I need. Let's do this thing. So, after you've made sure you've got all your tools ready for you at your disposal, you are going to want to lift up the car. Make sure you take that front wheel off, because that's where you got to go. So right now, I'm only going to show you one side. I don't want to show both sides because it seems a little counterproductive. So we're going to do one side first. We'll show you how to do it. Then I'm going to just do the other side. And remember, I am doing tie rods and sway bar links and the bushings, sway bar bushings. So we should be good. I've already done the control arms. If you haven't seen that video, I will put a link in the description below for you so you can watch that one as well. Let's get cracking on this wheel. I really need this to not be so wobbly and unstable as it is. So let's get started. Once you have gotten the wheel off, you've got a nut right here. This is your, well, this is your tie rod right here. This little curvy piece. This is your outer tie rod. The inner tie rod is covered up by this boot right here. But you got to remove this nut. You'll need a pickle fork to remove it from the joint. I'm not really sure what size bolt yet, so let's figure that out real quick and then we'll move on from there. So let me get that off real quick. So that bolt is a 16 inch, or a 16 inch, wow. It's a 16 millimeter bolt, So I've got the bolt on there real quick. I've already sprayed it with PB Blaster, so it should be pretty loose. But we will find out here in a second just how loose it is. So, going back to when I said make sure you have all the proper tools, blah, blah, blah. Remember that? Yeah, that was like 3 minutes ago. So, I don't necessarily have all the right tools. I have a pickle fork, which is what you are supposed to use to get this joint apart. The problem is, my pickle fork is just a little too big. I mean, it should theoretically work, but it doesn't. I think I need just a slightly smaller one. Not 100% sure, so no, I am just to the point where I am struggling to get this joint separated. So once I get that happened, I will clue you in as to what to do. But right now, all I got is make sure you get the right tool and bang really hard. Okay, so as you can see, I have finally gotten it separated. Yeah, pretty much the only thing you can do is really hammer on that thing. Mine was just like super stuck, so a lot of banging and it solved the issue. But just be careful when you're banging. You don't want to hit your fenders or your bumper or damage anything else, so just be careful when you're doing it. But you do have to use a lot of force to get it undone. The next step is to, I don't know how well you can see under there, but you gotta take that boot off and then loosen up the tie rod on the inside, and then you're good to go. But inside this little cavity, there is a locking ring, and it's got a lip bent over on it right here. Again, I don't know how well you're gonna see that. That needs to get unbent, and then you gotta untwist this inner tie rod bolt to come free. Alright, so I've bent that little flap on that locking washer sort of thing back so that I can at least spin that nut around. That's the biggest thing. You want to be able to make sure that you can spin that nut all the way around. So here is my tie rod tool that will be assisting me. Essentially just a locking sort of ring thing. I'm glad I went with this and didn't go with like an actual tie rod set, because as I said, that ring up there, that cavity that the tie rod joint sits in, you can't get a wrench. A lot of people say use a 32mm thin wrench, suggested for like bikes and stuff like that. On mine, I would not be able to get that on there. So I am not sure what people are thinking when they're saying this, or what kind of, I don't know, maybe I just have a funky looking steering unit, but like rack and pinion set. That is just bizarre. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I push it, it's angled all the way to the left, so it'd be like making a left turn. My steering is all the way to the left. I wonder if pushing it all the way to the right does anything. I'm not sure. Let's find out real quick. So let's go over here to this other side where I have the wheel off. You can see the steering is set to this side. Let me see if just by pushing this like so does anything. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that is what does it, because that would be awesome if that is the case. And what do you know? That's the case. Okay. All right. Well, I'm an idiot, guys. Don't listen to me. I'm probably just gonna cut that bit out of the video, anyways. So. Okay. So now you can see I've got clear access to it. That's super easy. That is much better than what I was thinking I was gonna have before. So that's good. Okay. So in that case, yes, a 32mm thin wrench will work. Stand corrected. Don't listen to me. I am just a silly YouTuber who does not actually work on cars professionally. I just dabble in this on my own. Disclaimer. Okay, now continue watching the video. Now that this is what I'm working with, and I can totally get to that. So, whew. All right, I'm just an idiot. All right, guys. Well, there she is. There's the old tie rod, inner and outer. This thing worked really well. Reviews online for that were pretty sketchy, but this one I bought from Bavarian Autosport.com, so definitely check that out. I can put the link to this in the description for you as well if you are looking for that. But yeah, no, it actually worked pretty well. So now I just gotta get the new one on, and then do these little, whatchamacallit those guys, sway bar links. So I'm gonna wait to do the tie rod installation. It is pretty much just the reverse of what we just did. You're gonna obviously want to insert the tab again. There's this bolt, or this washer, locking washer, that you need to make sure you reuse. Yeah, reuse that. Biggest thing is making sure you get your alignment properly set. Otherwise, you're going to be doing what I was doing, which was rubbing down the inside of your tire quite badly. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I don't know if I'll keep videoing or not, the reinstallation process, but I might. I still have to do these, the sway bar bushings, and then the sway bar links. So I'm probably gonna work on those right now. I might just include that in the video. But yeah, that's how you replace your tie rod arm, or at least how you remove it. Reverse, or installation, is just reverse of what you did. So I'm not sure of the torque specs. I will post a link to torque specs that I find in the description as well for you, so you guys can see what you got to torque everything down to, like the hub here and then the inner tie rod connection. So I will let you know what those are. Alright guys, so here are the torque specifications for the inner outer tie rod, just the entire tie rod assembly. So you've got the bolt all the way up here that attaches to your rack and pinion. That one is supposed to be torqued down to 52 foot-pounds. You've got this middle one, which is your alignment dealio. That one is supposed to be set to 33 foot-pounds. And you've got this outer to your steering knuckle, or your wheel hub, whatever you want to call it. That is supposed to be 26 foot-pounds. So hopefully this video was helpful for you, and you were able to successfully change your own tie rods. Hopefully that's what the whole video was supposed to be about. So yeah, anything else you need to know, I will try to link everything in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful to you in some way. If it was, give it a big thumbs up and like. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do that as well. Subscribe and help out and support the channel. That would be awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all later.